So welcome to the first assembly of this half term. I really do hope you had a nice half term holiday, that you managed to enjoy some sunshine, you got some fresh air, but most importantly you took some time to relax and to recover from what was a really different and unusual half term last half term. We're about to start the next phase of the government's lockdown and some of the measures have been relaxed, so it's important that we continue to do our part to help keep ourselves healthy and safe, but also to help to prevent the spread of the coronavirus. Remember, it's still really important that we wash our hands, and that we should be doing that for 20 seconds at least with soap and water. And that we should also continue to stay at least 2 metres away from other people. So although it's going to be really nice to be able to meet up with friends and family outside, maybe in gardens or in a park, it's still really important that we avoid the temptation to get too close to each other, and that we also continue to make sure we regularly wash our hands and keep ourselves as safe and healthy as we possibly can. I want to talk to you first about birthdays. I'm very pleased to say that we've got the next group of students who are going to be celebrating this week, so I wish them a really big happy birthday. But I also want to mention the people who had their birthday during the half-term holiday. I hope whether you've had it or you're going to have your birthday this week, that you have a really nice time. So if you're having your birthday this week, I hope you have a really nice time, and I'd like to now move on to some messages from some of your teachers.
Hello everyone, welcome to Assembly. Hello to everyone in Austin and all the other houses. I think the nice thing about watching these assemblies is nice to stay in contact and say hello to everyone. I know I've watched them and I've seen all the other teachers say hello to you, so hello from me and the obligatory wave that everyone seems to do when we're on video calls or Zooms. I hope everyone's staying far apart from each other when we're outside. I know the Prime Minister said that we can now meet up, but I've already driven past the school the other day and saw some people in the parks. Make sure you're 2 metres apart. If you don't know what 2 metres is, that's me lying down on the floor pretty much. That's 2 metres. And while down here we have a pup day from Gerard. Here is Gerard, looking a little bit bigger now, a little bit fluffier, needs a good trim, like probably most of you, and some of you girls probably desperate for a haircut. But really important, stay in contact with your teachers, reply to emails, stay 2 metres apart, and let's be positive, right? Take care everyone, bye-bye.
Hi everybody, we've been asked again to give our houses a message, so big hello to Darwin House, but obviously the rest of the school as well. Myself and Mrs Mills, we hope that you're keeping safe and obviously looking after yourselves and loved ones. Few messages really from me. Firstly, I'd just like to say a huge thank you to the students that acknowledged the Thank a Teacher Day, which was back on the 20th of May. Mrs Biggins commented in an email just how very grateful she was that she'd received a response from a student, and it really is something that's appreciated by all the teachers. So thank you to those of you that took the time to acknowledge the work that your teachers are doing behind the scenes, because they really did appreciate it. Obviously, in addition to that, don't forget to make sure that you're replying to your tutor emails each week as they're being sent out, because we do have contact with them and it's really good to hear how people are getting on and the extra bits of work that people are doing, obviously along with the schoolwork that's going on at home. Now, I don't have a cuddly puppy to compete with Mr Perry over. I actually have an allergy to cat and dog fur, so for me, since a young age, I've had a keen interest, and my family have got a few tortoises, so I thought I'd take the opportunity, for those of you that were more interested in reptiles, to introduce Dandy to you. This is my 2-year-old little tortoise, got a bit of a personality on her. We're actually not sure if it's a boy or a girl yet, so that we'll have to wait to see as time goes by. So this is Dandy, obviously very much a fan of the sun and the weather at the moment. Now, based on the information that I've put in this message to you all, I'm going to put a quiz together and get the tutors to send it out in their emails for Monday morning. So you might need to go back, have another listen to what's been said. The answers to the questions have all been mentioned based in this message. So if you want to respond, I will sort a prize out for you, a voucher of some description, You'll have to email the answers to the questions to myself, but they will be sent out to you in the tutor email, as I mentioned, on Monday. So in the meantime, I hope you had a good break, okay, and enjoyed the rest from work. Look after yourselves, stay safe, and stay in touch.
Good morning, Nelson. I hope you all had a lovely half term and enjoyed the sunshine. We're now in the last 7 weeks and it seems so long ago since we all saw each other. I hope you're all getting used to working online and sticking to that daily routine because it's really important. Remember, we're all here to help either by email or by Google Classroom. Stay safe and we really hope to see you soon. Bye, Nelson.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Price here, Head of Year 11. Just hoping you're all alright. In Year 11s, I hope that you're getting onto your emails to check for any information from college. I hope the rest of you are doing well, keeping active and keeping yourselves busy. I've been creating a video a day to send to my nan and granddad. I don't know if any of you have been doing something similar, but it's quite a good way to keep yourself busy and log what you're doing each day. I've also been exercising most days via FaceTime with other Miss Price, who's my sister, most of you all know, and they have been set as challenges from Mrs Everson, like the Year 7 and 8s have had as well, for your PE lessons. I hope you're all alright, I hope you're doing well, stay safe, keep busy and stay active.
I'm very excited to introduce the next video clip. You're about to see Mrs Churchward from the English department talking to you about a really exciting competition that I hope you'll all get involved with.
Hi everyone, it's Miss Churchward here. I hope you're all okay and staying safe, and I just want to say very quickly how proud we all are of you and how much we miss you and cannot wait to get back to school to see you. So today I'm here to tell you about a poetry competition that the English department is going to run over the next 3 weeks, and the deadline for this is Friday the 19th of June. Our challenge to you is to write a backwards poem. Now this is a poem, and I have an example here, that makes sense when you read it both downwards and back up. Okay, and your poem could be about anything that you like. It doesn't necessarily need to be similar to my example. Okay, it could be about social media, it could be about your opinion on climate change, it could be about any hobbies or interests that you have. But the main point of these poems is that when you read it downwards, it presents the idea in one way, maybe a negative aspect, and when you read it backwards, it presents it in the opposite way, so maybe a positive aspect. So if you take a minute and pause the video, you can have a good read of this example. Okay, so the prizes for this competition are to win Amazon vouchers. And if you want to enter, then can you please, by Friday the 19th of June, have your entries emailed to me on natalie.churchward@tla.school. I hope to see you soon and hope you have fun with this competition if you enter. Take care, bye!
So for my next part of the assembly, I want to just talk to you about the Google Classrooms and to go back to some of the things that Mr Pawford said in his assembly before the half-term holiday. A number of you have been doing the work, which is brilliant, but haven't been submitting it. And it's really important that you do know how to turn in the work on the Google Classroom. If you're not sure, go back to Mr Pawford's assembly and watch the clips there. You can also get some really helpful videos from Google that might help you with this if you're still unsure after his assembly. So as I enter the final part of my assembly, I want to just remind you about some of the growth mindset characteristics that we've been working on in school for the last couple of years. And I'm sure, undoubtedly, over the last few weeks and months, you've been demonstrating a number of these activities. I want to talk to you about resilience. Resilience is really important. It's our ability to bounce back when something goes wrong, to try it again, and it's a really important part of our learning as we each make mistakes along the way and then try to improve what we're doing. In the past, when talking to you in assemblies about resilience and determination, I've shown you a video of my eldest daughter, Freya, learning to ride her bike and how she spent an afternoon practicing and eventually it clicked. Well, I'm pleased to say that my youngest daughter, Martha, has now added to my collection of videos a little example of how resilience really pays off. She's now at the age where she's just about wanting to get mobile. She's trying to crawl, she wants to stand up and walk, and it just wasn't working for her. But yesterday I'm really pleased she managed to get herself in a position that she was able to crawl after practicing and practicing and practicing and getting frustrated with herself. So resilience is about that ability to overcome a difficulty, to learn when it's not going quite right and improve and make your actions work properly. So resilience is an important part of learning, and I'm still learning, even though this is my third or fourth video assembly since the lockdown began. The following clips will show you some of my attempts to show this doesn't go smoothly every time. So welcome to the first assembly of this half term. I hope you've had a lovely summer break. So resilience is a key part to learning. I'm still learning. The whole virtual assembly is something that's still coming to new. I can't do that really. So really,
Dad, stop.
thank you very much for watching through the whole of this video. I haven't included this week's timetables. The timetables are the same as they've been in previous weeks, but what I will do is I'll post a document onto the Google Classroom that has those timetables on you. Remember previous assemblies like Mr. Rogan's that talks about routine and helping us to get through our work by structuring it in a certain way. That's the main purpose of the timetable. So if it's useful to you, have a look at your timetable, see what activities you should be doing each day, and make sure you load the work from those Google Classrooms. I hope you have a good week. I'm looking forward to working again with you over the next few weeks of this half term as we start to move into the next stage of the lockdown, and hopefully you'll continue to stay well and to stay healthy. Have a good week.